Hi there and hello everybody. Welcome to a new piece of content from Furniture Fair. We're gonna try something new in the coming year where this is gonna be called Style and Flair, where we take you inside the world of furniture and inside the world of Furniture Fair. There was no better individual that I thought to open up and kind of let it out with than marketing director, Purdue Boilermaker legend, Cincinnati icon, one Craig Daniels. Craig!
What's going on, Ryan?
Welcome in, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
The marketing director of Furniture Fair.
Yeah.
Big title right
Well,
there, man.
it's an awesome position to be in. I get to work with amazing people like you and Nick.
Checks in the mail. What's a day in the life?
Yeah. So, for me, it's about figuring out what is the customer's needs. What are the customer's needs? Because the last thing we want here at Furniture Fair is to push something or to come across as gimmicky. Now everyone needs a sale, however, we also want to make sure we find the right piece for your house so that we can make it a home.
Yeah. So in terms of doing that, you forecast in advance for a lot of this. So it's a really interesting position because you got to know the trends, you got to know some of the things that are going on in the markets, what consumers are wanting, and kind of anticipate a little bit.
Yeah, we really have to work with all the departments here at Furniture Fair, whether it be our merchandising department to understand, what are they seeing trends as far as style goes, as far as what products are we bringing in, all the way out here to the sales floor with you guys of making sure we are sending the right message to the customer. And really using you all as our eyes and ears of what's important to the consumer.
Yeah. That's awesome. So, you've been here for how long now?
Been here at Furniture Fair for about 8 years. I had the pleasure of taking over in January of 2020 of the position, and then 2 months later we shut down. So, yeah, needless to say.
All Craig's fault, everybody.
It started off terrible, but luckily we were able to get through it. I had an amazing mentor and predecessor in Ed Hartman that taught me everything I needed to know when it comes to marketing, and more so on the side of the philanthropy side.
I'm glad you brought up the philanthropy side because we had a really cool project that you kind of spearheaded in November. Was it December?
November and December.
November and December. Tell the people a little bit about that before we get into what's going on right now.
Yeah, so right now we've got Season of Sharing. So we're partnering with Volunteers of America to do a clothing drive. And it's going towards veterans and people in our community that are in need. And the best thing about that is, again, it's going to people in our community, not just someone maybe in Missouri or New York. It's Louisville, Dayton, and Cincinnati people, which is where we are.
That's awesome. Very locally rooted. But then what was the one in November that we did where I think we did a whole house of furnishing with?
Yeah, so we had the amazing opportunity to work with New Life Furniture Bank, who, if you have never heard of them or seen who they are a furniture bank in the Cincinnati, Dayton area whose mission it is to end homelessness, but also end having that feeling of you have a home, but you have nothing in it. And so they're giving back to the community in that way. So what we did is we partnered with them to find a family in the Cincinnati area to build out a full house room of furniture. So they had a decent sized apartment with 6 kids with nothing. I mean, there was nothing on the floor, it was all linoleum. And by the time we left there, every kid had a bed, their own bed, living room, dining room, bedroom, furniture for the whole family.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, it had to be great for them for going into the holiday season to go from something like that to being just a relief for the family and just make them feel good and that's kind of really what that kind of side's about, just helping those in the community and helping those less fortunate to where spreading a little bit about that joy.
Yeah, for us, we believe that if we give back to our community gives back to us. Because ultimately, Furniture Fair is nothing without its community. So our community has to be strong at its core.
Absolutely.
For us, on a bigger level for philanthropy, we really try and look at something big once a quarter. You had mentioned fourth quarter there. And third quarter, it's all about LLS, Leukemia Lymphoma Society, where I'm proud to say the Furniture Fair team here helped raise, what was it, over $120,000.
That's big numbers.
But it's because of the generosity of the Furniture Fair team members, the community, our vendors, who help us do stuff special throughout the year. And that's just another example what we're always trying to do something for those around us.
I think if I remember right too, we've been with LLS since 2008. Partnership with them?
I think it's longer, I think. It's 18 years.
Okay, so 2005.
Yes.
So, and we've raised about $1.6 million in total time during that partnership. So, I mean, congrats to everyone Furniture Fair-wise, and congrats to you, the community, that have helped support some of that.
And that's something that the Daniels family and Ed Hartman set up 18 years ago, and that has just prospered into a beautiful partnership that we couldn't be more proud of.
Yeah. So, 2024, big year. Right now, we're doing the New Year sale where we're doing 10% off. So, I mean, do we got some big cool things coming down the pipe?
Always got some big things going on.
So you got to stay tuned out there.
Of course. I can't give away too many secrets. There may be a President's Day sale coming up, but even bigger, there may be an anniversary sale along with a brand new store and a brand new market coming very soon.
We're going to need a breaking news kind of sound on that, because, you know, I think we might have just popped the top a little bit on something here.
Hopefully I don't get in trouble, but no, we're excited. We'll be heading into a new market a little more north of here.
Ooh.
Maybe that's for another video.
Yeah, hey, you know, you might have to tune into Style and Flair episode 2 to find out a little more. Maybe 3. We don't know.
That's right.
So, Craig, I think we should have some fun now.
Okay, all right.
So, you're a Purdue Boilermaker legend.
I am.
You know, it's basketball season.
It
is this the year? We're going to play game time. We're going to play rapid fire with Ryan. We're just going to hit you with some rapid questions. So,
all right.
Is this the year Matt Painter and the boys put it together? You get off the schneid. There is no text message chain chiding you of first round losses to 16 seeds or 8 seeds, or, you know, I'm not saying I sent one of those, but I sent one.
But he did.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing I'll caveat there, Virginia, the only other #1 seed to ever lose to a 16 seed. And what did they do that following year?
It's true.
I'm feeling pretty good. The Boilermakers are #1 in the country right now.
It's true, man.
I mean, that could change.
Yeah.
I'm also a Cincinnati Bengals fan, so I know what it's like to be let down. And that same thing goes for Purdue most years.
Hey, there's always next year.
There's all, and that, you know, that's unfortunately a
always
mantra
next
in my
year.
life. But no, I think there's a heck of a chance.
All right. We'll find out in March.
That's right.
Breakfast or dinner?
Oh, dinner.
Dinner. What's your meal of choice?
Where are
you going?
It's tough. If I'm looking for a quick, easy meal, I'm a hometown guy, Skyline.
Okay.
If I'm looking for that fancy dinner with the wife, I'm thinking Jeff Ruby's.
Ooh,
Local guy. I gotta be.
Which, and you know, that makes sense, because yesterday Jeff Ruby had a nice little tweet pro tweet for those kids out there. If you go give back to your local community and to the charities, and look at this guy. Perfect segue there with Jeff Ruby's. You got one kid.
Yep.
Little Sutton. Hi, Sutton, if you're out there watching. One more on the way.
Yeah, any day now. By the time this video gets edited, it could be.
You could be a dad of 2.
Yep.
Disney or Pixar.
Oh, Disney. I've
Disney
got a
all the way.
4-year-old daughter, so yeah, Disney, hands down.
Okay. Let's see, what else? We just got out of the holiday season. Eggnog.
Oh yeah.
Pass it or leave it.
Oh, bring it all on.
Bro.
Bring it all on. Pro eggnog.
Does it really taste like cookie dough?
I don't think so.
I say I heard
That's
cookie
not
dough.
my take on it, but you know, everyone has their own opinion.
No. I think that's been Rapid Fire with Ryan, and that's been episode 1 of Style and Flair. Let us know what you want to hear about. Like, review, subscribe, and until next time, friends, Ryan Storts.
Craig Daniels.
We'll see you around. Style and Flair.
Style and Flair, baby. That was wonderful.